We can start. Thanks, Michaela. So welcome, everyone. I appreciate you attending today. It's my pleasure always annually to be able to introduce you to our ambassadors. We have been running this program, I think, since 2016. And it's just exciting every year to hear their stories and to learn about all of the wonderful work that they're doing on their campuses around online teaching and learning. So I'm going to start by giving you a bit of a background on the program itself. And then most of the session is just me introducing you to these wonderful folks and giving them an opportunity at the end if they would like to say anything. So here we go. So online teaching ambassadors are folks who are nominated by their campus. We put out a call for nominations every year, and generally they are nominated by either instructional designers that they work with or distance learning leadership on their campus. They are exemplary online teaching faculty in a variety of ways, as you'll see from their testimonials that I'm going to share with you. And these are folks who are enthusiastic and effective in online teaching, and they are those folks on their campuses who are strong advocates for online teaching, not just on their campuses, but throughout our SUNY community. As you'll see, they have many opportunities throughout their year to be able to interact with the online teaching community across SUNY. So community engagement is a cornerstone to what we do here, and we try to connect campuses around the work that folks are doing, and also to really showcase and elevate that work across the SUNY system and beyond. We have lots of different partnerships with other institutions, and we try to make every opportunity available for our folks to be able to engage in that broader community. So within our community, a couple of the things, these are just highlights. There are many, many more ways that they can interact, but some ideas and some things that folks have done in the past are to create a video overview of either their testimonial about teaching online or a teaching strategy that they have employed and found successful, and we include those on our YouTube channel. They can guest author a blog post in our online teaching hub, and we have had several do that over the years. We've also started recently creating an advice from ambassadors blog that they can contribute to as well. And those are always really nice to hear about. They can volunteer as a SUNY online mentor in a variety of ways. They can mentor folks in their discipline. They can mentor folks outside of their discipline. Really, there's a number of ways to participate there. They can support their peers in our workplace groups and other community groups, sharing discipline-specific resources and strategies. They can lead a fellow chat, and our fellow chats are a series of webinars where we showcase a strategy or a effective practice that the speaker has some expertise about and wants to share. They can design an infographic or a guide or another resource of some sort to share with the SUNY online teaching community. So these are just some highlights of ways that they can get involved and have in the past. I thought I'd share with you our cohort this year, sort of by the numbers. It's always kind of exciting to see where our folks are joining us from and what their backgrounds are. So we had 33 ambassadors who were nominated this year. That represents 18 of our campuses. We had 6 who were in health-related fields, 6 who were in education fields, 6 in either social, behavioral, social justice fields of some sort, 6 in STEM-related fields, 5 in humanities, languages, communication. We had 2 in business-related fields and 2 in art fields. So you can see that this really represents a wide variety of backgrounds and areas of expertise to add to our already pretty awesome community. So it's my pleasure to present to you the 2022 class of SUNY Online Teaching Ambassadors. And I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit from their testimonials. But at the end, I have a link, excuse me, for you to go and read their full bio and testimonial. And I would really encourage you to do so. They contributed some wonderful information for us and some words of wisdom that I would really encourage you to go and take a look at. So this is just a snippet of what they have to say. So our first ambassador is Judith A. Rose, and Judith is from Alfred State College. Judith was nominated by Danielle O'Brien, and her testimonial includes, when instruction provides value for students, it yields a pathway for them to seek new opportunities and reach their ultimate goals. So congratulations, Judith. And I would encourage you to feel free to use the little reaction buttons, give applause, give little reactions for our folks. That's always appreciated and wonderful. Our next ambassador is Jenna Zedwick. Jenna is program director in the radiologic technology at Alfred State College, nominated by Danielle O'Brien. And Jenna said, I aspire to be a better version of myself each day and to always be open to learning. So that continuous learning. Congratulations, Jenna. Our next ambassador is Andrea Nikisher, and she is an associate professor and interim chair at Buffalo State College. Andrea was nominated by Wendy Patterson. And a few highlights of her work include teaching sensitive topics online, using low-tech, high-touch personal journal writing to connect student experiences with course content, and universal design for trauma. And that may be familiar to you. Andrea was one of our effective practice entries. Congratulations to Andrea. Maggie Keefe is a lecturer in fashion and textile technology at Buffalo State College. She was nominated by Brooke Winkleman. And Maggie says, when students share how online education provided them with the best opportunity to learn, it continues to renew my drive to be part of the future of online education. Congratulations, Maggie. Chris Cohan is a SUNY Distinguished Teaching Professor from the University at Buffalo, nominated by Robin Sullivan. Chris says we can help students by providing course-specific resources that go beyond text-based content, allowing them to interact with concepts in ways that are different from our lectures and our readings. Congratulations to Chris. David Murray, also nominated by Robin Sullivan from the University at Buffalo, is a clinical professor in management science and systems. David says teaching via video is a different type of challenge. He modifies lectures to be more of a follow-along tutorial for the students, and he knows that learning by doing is the most effective way. Congratulations, David. Todd Sage is a clinical assistant professor at the University at Buffalo, also nominated by Robin Sullivan. Todd aims to provide students with skills in problem-based learning that prepare them for the field and help them have fun while they learn. Always important. Congratulations, Todd. From Dutchess Community College, Chrissy Mitchell nominated Jason Bishop. He is an assistant professor in behavioral sciences. Jason says, I've benefited enormously from reflective teaching techniques and urge anyone new or seasoned at online education to learn and implement them. They are the framework to creating quality classes. Thank you, Jason, and congratulations. Elizabeth Justin, also nominated by Chrissy Mitchell from Dutchess Community College, is an associate professor of biology and science and the program chair. Elizabeth says a well-designed online course with engaging course content, innovative technology, and collaboration can be as effective as its traditional counterparts and inspire, motivate, and educate the students of the 21st century. Congratulations to Elizabeth. Jessica Seifert is an associate professor of biology at Farmingdale State College. Jessica was nominated by Devinder Kaur and says, my #1 goal as an online instructor is to create a strong positive presence in my courses. I maintain individual communication with students weekly, letting them know when they have exceeded expectations and providing suggestions to help them improve their performance. Thank you, Jessica. Congratulations. Farmingdale State College also nominated Deanna Devlin, an assistant professor in the Center for Criminal Justice Studies. Deanna loves to research and explore tools that humanize her as a professor in online courses and provide opportunities for students to work together. The simple steps on the faculty end can go a long way in contributing to student success in online courses. Thank you, Deanna. Congratulations. Our next ambassador is Kate Mahoney. Kate is an associate professor at Fredonia, nominated by Lisa Milahowski. Kate says, I'm still learning new things every day and updating my courses to make sure they're keeping up with new regulations, new technologies, and better methods to teach language. Congratulations, Kate. Jessica Finkelday from Fredonia, also nominated by Lisa Mello-Husky, is an assistant professor. Jessica says, when teaching online asynchronous courses, I structure the class into modules that guide students through material at their own pace. This format provides students with a sense of structure and predictability while also keeping them actively engaged with the material. Congratulations, Jessica. Renee Domino was nominated by Andrea Gilbert at Monroe Community College. She is an associate professor and SUNY Guided Pathways project director. Renee's focus in teaching online is creating a sense of community for students. She created a college success wellness room with links to stress reduction activities within the course. Congratulations to Renee. Donna Burke, also nominated by Andrea Gilbert at Monroe Community College, is a professor in the ESOL and Transition Studies Department. Donna incorporates mindfulness practices such as meditation into her daily life, including her teaching. Much of her work today reflects her personal journey and her willingness to share this wonderful practice. Congratulations, Donna. Fran Gulinello is a professor in the communications department. Fran was nominated by Deb Spiro at Nassau Community College. And she says, my appreciation of online learning is an appreciation of collaboration and creativity. Distance learning is a journey and an adventure, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Congratulations, Fran. Caroline Hoppenwasser is from New Pulse and is the coordinator for graduate programs in literacy, and she was nominated by Shayla Mills. Caroline says, after teaching my first fully flipped and hybrid class, I was hooked. At that point, I worked with my colleagues to turn our entire graduate program into a hybrid format to better serve our students, most of whom are working teachers. Congratulations, Caroline. Mercedes Rooney is also from New Paltz, nominated by Rich McElrath. Mercedes is an instructor in the Department of Languages, Literatures, and Cultures. And she says, exploring various methods and pedagogical practices to deliver content comes naturally as I search for the most effective ways to engage students and meet their educational goals in our ever-evolving world. Congratulations to Mercedes. Cindy Oberjosh is a professor in the Human Services program nominated by Donna Simielli from Niagara County Community College. Many of the students in her online classes are non-traditional students who come with considerable life experiences, but have felt a barrier to traditional classroom learning, and they learn from each other. Congratulations to Cindy. Bridget Bailing is also nominated by Donna Simielli from Niagara, and she is an assistant professor and foreign language coordinator. Bridget says, the world of education is forever changing, and so are the lives of our students. It is imperative that we evolve as educators to meet these ever-changing needs. Thank you, Bridget. Congratulations. Our next ambassador is from Oswego. Sandra Barganier is nominated by Teresa Gilliard-Cook. Sandra is a professor in the Department of Health Promotion and Wellness, and she has this to say. Students need to know that I am there and care about their learning. This, along with sound pedagogy, can go a long way and make all the difference in online learning. Congratulations, Sandra. Justin Mastrangelo is an adjunct professor in print design, typography, and screen printing, also nominated by Teresa Gilliard-Cook from Oswego. Justin uses video tutorials in his art courses to explain concepts and outlines assignments, and his students have said how they appreciate his nature and his approach. Congratulations to Justin. Emily Hoa is from SUNY Plattsburgh, nominated by John Locke. Emily is an assistant professor in education. Her professional experience includes teaching special and general education, higher education coursework, a professional development trainer, and a special education classroom teacher for students with a range of disabilities. Congratulations to Emily. Michelle Bonatti is an assistant professor in the teacher education program at Plattsburgh, also nominated by John Locke. Michelle has added engaging content through brief interactive videos using H5P. which is an HTML5 based interactive video content. It enables students to answer questions within the course. Congratulations to Michelle. Mei Shen is an assistant professor in inclusive and special education nominated by Michael Phillips from SUNY Potsdam. Mei says, I make myself available to students in and out of the class to provide as much support as possible. I find this particularly helpful given that my students attend classes remotely and tend to feel more isolated and need more support. Thank you, Mei. Congratulations. Brian Berndt is a professor in the business department at SUNY Rockland, nominated by Sukbin Song. Brian says, I admire today's students for having so many options and so much power available to learn with. I'm excited to be both user and promoter of online technologies. Congratulations to Brian. Soteria Everett is from Stony Brook University, nominated by Leah Holbrook. Soteria is a clinical assistant professor. And she says that she always seeks to improve not only how she educates her students through an online platform, but how she communicates with them. She learned quickly how important it is to provide clear instructions and details on course materials for the students to understand what's expected of them. Thank you, Soteria, and congratulations. Padma Seshadri is from Suffolk County Community College, nominated by Camille Carlson. She's a professor in microbiology. I have found that active participation of students in the learning process enhances their enthusiasm and increases their motivation to acquire knowledge. Congratulations to Padma. John Capurso is also from Suffolk County Community College, nominated by Camille Carlson. John is an adjunct professor of accounting. John says, I was hooked from the first moments of my first class. Those earliest days were both fulfilling and very humbling. Over the past several years, I've worked continuously to understand the processes of teaching and of learning and how they relate to my subject area. Congratulations, John. William Thistleton is nominated by Rick Shelton at SUNY Poly. William is an associate professor of mathematics and has this to say. While the traditional brick and mortar classroom will always be available to us, it's incredible to think about the potential for learning when we are in a distance setting, free of time and space constraints, working in a media-rich environment and available to students all around the world. Thank you, William. Uni Pillai is from SUNY Poly, also nominated by Rick Shelton. He is an associate professor in the College of Nanoscale Science and Engineering. Uni says, with the recent developments of many new tools for online education, students in asynchronously taught online courses can get a participatory experience that is in many ways more enriching than in-class courses. Congratulations to Uni. Caitlin Nye is nominated by Pam Youngs Mahar from Upstate Medical University. Caitlin is an assistant professor in the College of Nursing. Caitlin says, I reach out to students early and often through a variety of different means to make sure they know that I'm available, approachable, and a real person in addition to being their professor. Thank you, Caitlin. Congratulations. Also nominated by Pam from Upstate Medical University is Edward Thompson. Edward is an assistant clinical professor and psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and program director at the College of Nursing. I believe that well-designed online learning can bring students and faculty together during this crisis and spark the innovations needed to overcome the challenges of the evolving healthcare landscape. Congratulations, Edward. So I want to take a moment to introduce you to the entire class of 2022 Online Teaching Ambassadors and thank them for their contributions to their campuses and to online teaching and learning, and most of all to their students. You can see from their brief testimonials that they have such wonderful outlook and advice that we can all, remember and employ, and they're truly inspirational. So I want to take a moment and allow them to be able to share with you some of their thoughts before I pull us back to some of the closing slides. So I'm actually going to stop sharing so we can see them. If you are here and you are an ambassador, we would love for you to raise your hand. There's a little reaction button there where you can raise your hand, and that'll put you in a queue and we can kind of call on you if you'd like to say anything or share anything with us about your experience. I know Alex is good at calling on people. I may have to do that. I
Oh,
see
don't let
Chris.
us call on you. I see people.
I know. I'll let Chris go first. I saw his hand first. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Oh, fine. Brave enough to put my hand up.
Good for you.
I just wanted to say I really appreciate this recognition. It's just wonderful to be here with everybody else. And it's just incredible what everybody is doing. And I would really look forward to trying to collaborate with other people, learn more about the program and to participate in it.
Thank you, Chris. That's wonderful. And there are lots of opportunities for collaboration across our community. So we're glad to have you participate in that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Andrea, how are you today?
Hi, everyone. Good morning. I also love the opportunity to collaborate. I've actually been teaching 100% online for 11 years, and I've just loved seeing the community grow and more opportunities to come together. I know for me, I've developed so much as an online teacher, and every year there's so much more to learn. But for me, what's been so great is to see such a focus on the human aspect of the students and of the work we do. And I'm just thrilled to be here, and thank you. And thank you to all the other ambassadors for the great work they're doing. Great to see you all.
Thank you, Andrea. Let's see, I see Sandy is here. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having us. I'm honored to be nominated for this award. I'm from SUNY Oswego, and I look forward to working with all of you. But I also want to give a shout out to all the instructional designers out there and their departments who, you know, created all of us at some point in our careers. And so I wouldn't be where I am without them. And I feel like we can all go back to our campuses and really keep advocating for more support and more instructional designers and how important they are. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. Absolutely. They are rock stars, and we have some really fabulous ones in our SUNY system. So thank you for that. And it looks like many of them are thanking you in the chat as well. Good morning, Michelle. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having us. I'm really excited to be here and to be here with one of my colleagues, Emily Hay. And I was just making note of who all my teacher ed folks are that are connected on this network now. So I'm excited to think about possible collaborations in the future and learn more about what you're doing at your institutions.
Yeah, isn't that great too? You find other people in your discipline, and so it's a way for you to connect that way as well. So I hope that you all will get together and then do some sort of showcase for us. We would love to spread your knowledge across SUNY as well. So thank you. And I have to say, for anyone whose name I completely butchered, I apologize. I do it every year. I get somebody wrong. So feel free to correct me. Is there any other ambassador who would like to speak or share? You can just unmute your mic or also type in the chat if you're not one to speak out. Good morning, Mercedes. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. Thank you. I just want to echo what my colleagues have said. I am very honored to have been nominated, and I do want to, give a shout out to our techies, as I call them, because they're absolutely wonderful, not enough of them, and they do so much work. The other thing that I feel this award is doing, at least for me, is recognizing the work that we do. And sometimes when you teach online, you feel a little bit isolated, right, from other colleagues. So knowing that there is a community that cares and that we can get together this way, I'm very, very happy to hear that. So I just wanted to share that, knowing that we're not alone, basically. Sometimes we feel like a little mouse in our corner doing all our stuff and going from right to wrong. But knowing that there is a community out there who cares and who's ready to work with us is a wonderful feeling. So thank you.
That's great. Thank you for saying that. I do agree, Maureen, that we need even more recognition for these folks. Online teaching can feel very isolating, and there is a really broad and diverse dynamic community out here. So we're really happy to welcome you into that, and hope to continue to recognize the great work across our system. Thank you. I see Maggie. Hi, Maggie.
Hello, hi everyone. I'm Maggie. I teach at Buffalo State. And first of all, thank you for the nomination. Thank you for my instructional design and online education team who nominated me. Working with them has been like so eye-opening, looking at it from a different perspective. But I've been in love with online education for so long because I love learning online. I think it's fantastic. And I think that it gives you such a different perspective. And it really, as a teacher on this side of it, it really helped me sharpen a lot of my skills that I think we don't realize when we're in the classroom, because it's so easy to just talk with our students sometimes. And I think this has been like a blessing in so many ways. But I am looking forward to learning more from everyone and, collaborating like everyone else said. I think that's one of the most important things. Each time I interact with someone else who teaches online, I learn something new and I love it. So.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I know a lot of us come from that perspective too. We were or are online students as well as teachers, right? So it's a good perspective. Absolutely. Hi, Caitlin. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I want to first thank Pam for nominating me. I appreciate it. I am in my first year of teaching at SUNY Upstate, but I am also an online learner in the UB nursing Ph.D. program. So I really do get to see it from both sides, which is the comment I wanted to make, which is my learners, and I'm sure many of our learners are working adults, some of them engaging in a second career and raising families, and I could pull every rabbit out of every hat in my online teaching and it wouldn't work if it weren't for our incredibly hardworking and engaged students. So I just wanted to, they're not here, but give my students a shout out and appreciation for the hard work that they are doing. My students are working nurses during a pandemic. So I really try to engage them where they are in their work and in this moment in which we find ourselves. So thank you for letting me share that.
Absolutely. And thank you for, just keeping that on our radar. I mean, that's why we're here, right? And they are the ones who, receive the impact of all of our preparation and all of our hard work. But really, they teach us so much as well. And they do, like you said, we have such a diverse background of student population that come to us. And so we need to be mindful of that and of all of the things that they're juggling in addition to being in our classroom, right? Appreciate that. John, how are you? And friend, John and friend.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's the school drop-off hour, so I am. My son's being dropped off at school, so I'm with my daughter Noelle. Say hi, Noelle.
Hi.
Say hi over there. Okay. Anyway, it would be my natural inclination to just ride this one out and just hide and hope to ride it out. But I wanted to thank Camille Carlson for nominating me. It's really an honor, and I appreciate that. And I wanted to also thank Alexandra and Erin and John and Maureen. And who else am I forgetting? I had an opportunity to spend some time with a few of you guys the other night in a smaller setting, and it really put me at ease. I was a little intimidated by this whole process. I wasn't sure if I belonged in this particular process, but I don't feel that way anymore, and I'm looking forward to this coming year and interacting and collaborating with you guys to bring back some best practices, to my own courses, but also for my colleagues on the course. So I thank you all. This has been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, John. And we're really glad that Summit After Dark helped you feel a little bit more comfortable.
It did.
We're thrilled to have you here, and you absolutely belong. So thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day, Noelle. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Sure. I also have Jessica. Jessica had wanted to say something.
Hi, everyone. I also want to thank our distance learning staff, Devinder, who nominated me. It's really an honor. One of the things that we realized during the pandemic is that the support that other instructors need, maybe they're not fully online. At that point, they were transitioning. And I think that between distance learning and some of the faculty that had been working with distance learning, we were really able to support them during a very challenging time. And from that, Devinder took away this idea of having faculty mentors. So if any of you saw the SUNY Effective Online Practices Award, she got honorable mention for that. And it is something that I'm partaking in now, to be a mentor to other faculty. And I think that that's similar to what we're doing here, just at a more local scale, helping other instructors, because online instruction can be a little overwhelming, and letting them see where it can be effective for them and help them with challenges they may be having in their courses.
That's terrific. Thank you. And thank you for calling attention to that program. It was really a great entry to read about. I would encourage everyone to go over there and do that. We'll put the link to the effective practices in the chat. But that would also be a really nice thing to do a showcase webinar on, is your model for that, and then your experience as a faculty mentor, and maybe, you know, someone who received some of your guidance in that way. So we'd love to talk to you more about that. Thanks for sharing that, Jessica. I do not see any more hands raised, and we have heard from a lot of you, which is awesome. But I want to make sure to give anyone else another chance. If you want to say anything, you certainly don't have to, but if you wanted to, we certainly have time to do that. So, and I know Alex is going to want a picture of all of you, so we will have to see how many of you can turn your cameras on, see if we can get you all on one screen even. I think we have at least half of our ambassadors here today. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you. There's some photo opportunities for you, Alex.
So if everyone who's not an ambassador could turn their camera off, and everyone who is an ambassador who would like to could turn their camera on, then I can try and get a screenshot of all of you, you know, just to have a memento. All right, ready, everyone? Who wants to do this? I'll take a couple. Oh, all right. Smile. Now you heard me take it. I'm going to take a couple. Oh, I should turn mine off. Sorry.
You always know when Alex is taking photos.
So if you hear that little click, that's me taking your pictures. All right. I got a couple. Thank you so much.
She does it at random times too. Watch out. In the summit photo reel, there's always some great little.
I do try to curate, like if I get someone who's looking, you know, awkward, I don't, you know, yeah. But thank you so much. Congratulations to all of you.
Absolutely. So I wanted to make sure that we also share, oops, advance my slide here. There we go. Our ambassador program outline, our Meet the Ambassadors. Every one of our ambassadors that you met today, and anyone who couldn't join us, has a profile page on our website, and you can go there and meet them a little bit more in depth, learn about their professional background and a little bit more about their testimonial. And then also our advice from ambassadors, kind of ongoing blog column. If any of our new ambassadors would like to contribute to that, we always welcome your little snippets of advice, anything you've learned along the way that you would like to share, and we can kind of collect that as well. So I'll put all of these links in the chat for you. And let's see, I believe that was the end of that. So I'm going to stop sharing so we can put these in the chat for everybody. And I wanted to encourage our ambassadors to look over all those different ways to engage in our community of practice and reach out to me. I hope to coordinate all of those different opportunities, and we would love to have you participate in whatever way that you're comfortable. So we have things that are behind the scenes, we have things that are on the forefront. So everybody can jump in some way or another. So again, I just want to congratulate you all, and you are getting many, many congratulations in the chat. And thank you also to our instructional designers who are on the call and to all of those who nominated these wonderful folks so that we could learn about them and the work that they're doing, because without you, we wouldn't know that all of this great stuff is happening. So congratulations to all. Thank you. Virtual round of applause. All right. So Alex, what do we have on the docket next? I know we need to put in a plug for our next session.
I am, you know, both sad and excited that today is our final day of the summit. And thank you all for your engagement and your participation in this wonderful event. You know, typically this is a face-to-face event, and you know, wonderful as a face-to-face event, but I have found, you know, so much enjoyment and engagement and interaction through the virtual environment as well. And I appreciate all of you who have contributed to that. It's actually much, much larger as a virtual event, and we get to see and meet so many more of our online teaching and learning practitioners and everyone who really touches online teaching and learning across all of the stakeholders: faculty, instructional designers, leaders, student support people, librarians, technologists, faculty developers. I mean, just the whole gamut of roles and types of people who come to and are engaged in these sessions. So thank you very much for making this virtual event amazing. We had over 700 people register and have had typically, you know, at least 100 people in each of the sessions, some of them, many of them close to 200. So really appreciate everyone's, you know, engagement and participation in making the community so, you know, interesting and engaging. Today at 11 o'clock, Flower Darby is going to address us. And Flower, if you don't know her, is an incredible speaker. I don't even know how she said yes to come to talk to our little summit, but she did, and you will be very happy if you are able to see her talk. And if you're not able to see it live, it is recorded. So I really encourage and invite you to check out all of the recordings, and then come back at 11 if you can today, 11 Eastern time for our non-East Coast time zone folks. Come back at 11 today to hear her speak live. And then the event will be closing at 1 with an open networking discussion at 1 o'clock, sponsored by our Doodle, our Directors of Online Learning group, to lead a discussion primarily around online leadership, but anyone is welcome, no matter what your role. We try to do these networking sessions to kind of target various roles so that you could, you know, find your people, but anyone is welcome at any of the networking sessions. And we will be also closing out the summit at 1. So if you want to come for that as well, we'd love to have you. All of the sessions are recorded, and as I get the materials, I post them on our recordings page. Erin, maybe you can find that link and post it. And as we get the videos rendered, we will be posting those as well. I think many of them are already up in our YouTube channel, and I just haven't had a chance to put them into the conference program. So I hope that you will continue to celebrate our wonderful community with attendance at the sessions that we have left for today. I also wanted to just to mention really briefly, if you knew Stephen Mann, we're going to do kind of an impromptu open house at noon with the same link that we're using for the summit. Steve Mann was one of the original online instructional designers in SUNY, from the SUNY Learning Network, and many of you may have had him as an instructional designer. ambassador back in the day, and we just learned this week that he passed away. So if you'd like to come for that little that memorial to remember him, we'd love to have you. That's at noon today Eastern time. So thank you. So we'll see you back here at 11. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all of you. I'm looking forward to seeing you share your enthusiasm for online teaching and learning, for the ambassadors for this coming year, and all the different ways that you will be doing that. And for our campus partners, please take the opportunity when you can to nominate your amazing faculty for this recognition. We love to showcase and recognize our enthusiastic online faculty in various ways. And this is one really cool way to do it. So
Alex, I wanted to also mention, I saw many names on here who are past ambassadors. So I just wanted to give a shout out to all of our past ambassadors as well who joined us. And thank you for supporting your colleagues every year and coming back, and for your contributions as well.
yeah, it is you who make our community. You are our online practitioners, and we learn from you. We learn with you. And, thank you very much to all of you. We have you now, that for the class of 2022, we've got you now. So thank you very much for being part of this event and this group. Thank you for all you do. It is for you and your students that we are here. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone.